All right, y'all. Let's give it a 30-second delay. You're gonna come in. All right, welcome to Against All Odds Sports Radio Show. We live. I'm Javon Bates, the Legacy.
Bruce B. Smooth Ballot.
All right, well, today's show is definitely brought to you by Capital Wealth Property Group. If you're looking for that business credit, check it out. You go to capitalwealth.com, and and also. legacyfilms.com. All right, so we back, man. How was your Sunday?
Sunday was good. Browns won.
That's right. No Ohio State, right?
No Ohio State Saturday. We see them this week getting the win.
Oh yeah, for sure. Gotta get the wins. Let's talk a little bit about the Guardians. The Guardians win over the Rays to take 2-game lead in the AL Central. So with 84 wins. So with that being said, we're gonna jump in there real quick. They got 12 games left in the division.
They need 2 games to capture.
That's the magic number?
I think about 2.
So we got 12 games left. Do you think they need to win at least half of these games to get the position they want to get?
Yeah, well, you want to go in the playoff hot. You want to go in strong. You don't go in losing.
No, I think you want to win more than 6. You might want to win 8.
Yeah, we want to go in hot.
Yeah, or win all of them most likely.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, but at least 8. You want to go in there with a hot 8.
Let's win as many as possible. Go in there hot. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right, so we're gonna move past that. So the prediction, so we're gonna win the AL Central, right?
Yeah,
for sure.
All
right, let's move on. Ohio State versus Michigan. Marshall.
Marshall.
Yeah, we want to get to Michigan bad. But anyway, so Ohio State versus Marshall. What's your prediction on that game?
That Marshall got a decent mid-major program, but they haven't been what they were in the past. So I would say probably 56-20.
56-20.
56-20. Yeah, they should be better than Akron.
Let's step back real quick. Somebody had a question. I'm sorry, y'all. We're gonna step back one time. It said, what spot is the Guardians in? Right now, the Guardians is in first place in the AL. So let's get back to what you were saying.
Yeah, the Marshall, the upper mid major, but not as good as they used to be. Better than Akron. Better than Western Michigan. Did we just play this one?
Yeah, Western Michigan.
Yeah. So I expect to give up maybe 20 points to them. We'll give them up
20 points?
We'll give them 20 points.
20, huh?
I mean, Akron, we gave up 6. But then, and then they Akron only won like 1 last year. So Marshall's going to at least score at least 20 points.
I give Marshall 13.
13?
Okay. I give him 13 points. I think like maybe 49-13, 42-13, right in that realm. I think it's going to be a total blowout.
Yeah, it's going to be blowout. And then the third, they'll score later.
I did go back and watch a couple Marshall games.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything there that let me think that they got a chance.
But they got a better, like I said, better program in Akron, better program than Western Michigan.
I mean, they would give you a first 5-minute fight. They would give their best shot the first couple minutes. We know that. Akron did that the first drive.
Akron had one of the better defenses in the country. So,
they tried, but you got to do that every play.
Yeah.
Can't do that every play against Ohio State.
No.
No. You definitely can't. So what's your prediction again?
56-20.
56-20. Okay, I'm gonna go 45-13.
About the same. It's a little lower in score.
All right. So this kind of move further on then, since we want to get down to the juices. So we had the Browns beat the Jags 18-13. This week we had a lot of talk about Deshaun Watson.
Man,
I mean, I think they had pitchforks and chariots, and they wanted to blow his house up.
Yeah.
They wanted to boot him out of Cleveland. It was wild.
They're still on him though. They were still on him. Listening to him today, and they were still creating. What if we didn't win? We won. So forget all about that. We won.
You know what's the crazy thing? I was listening to regular radio. They still had something to say about it.
Yeah.
They didn't congratulate the win. They didn't say, "Oh man, we happy that we actually won the game."
Right.
And we know Stefanski called a bootleg.
Well, they want to blame him for that Stefanski play.
Exactly, the bootleg.
Stefanski said, "I told you to
do the bootleg.
Do the bootleg and go down if you can get around the corner or whatever."
But let's be realistically.
Yeah.
Have Deshaun Watson listened to Stefanski in the past?
Probably not.
Okay, so why would you tell him to do something he's not going to listen? Versus just have Foreman carry the ball.
That's it. Why put your player in that position to where he might do that? Just run the ball, and he don't have to make no choice. It's over. Then if he kept it, then that'd been his fault. But you call it a pass play or
a bootleg.
But why would you call a bootleg? You want to protect his shoulder in the first place. That don't make
I'm
no
not
sense.
running with my quarterback.
No.
And if I was going to do a bootleg, maybe I go get Winston off the bench.
Bring in Winston off the bench, or matter of fact, bring in DTR.
Or a running back, direct snap.
Running back,
direct snap, and then you just
run
the ball.
I don't even want to do that. I'll bring in DTR
but just run the ball. Just run the
ball. Yeah, run the ball.
Just run the ball.
Bring in Ford to run the ball because Ford was averaging 9 yards a carry. So bring in Ford to run the ball in the game.
Just run the ball.
Just run the ball.
How hard was that?
Yeah. Then you had 40 seconds on the end of the clock.
But you know
can't blame that on
everything has to be complicated when it comes to this team.
Yeah.
And I still say this to this day, and I said this 3 years ago, 4 years ago. When Stefanski started coaching this? About 4 years ago?
4 years ago.
I said it when he first walked in the building that he was the problem.
Yeah, for sure.
But everybody want to take up for this coach of the year. Coach of the year. Didn't Mike Brown get coach of the year and got fired the next year?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm just being realistically. What makes him a coach of the year? Because the defense helped him out last year.
I don't know.
But anyway.
If anything, Tomlin might have even got coach of the year.
Man,
for
the Texans.
The Texans. We know. D'Amico Ryan should have got coach of the year.
Exactly.
He took a rookie quarterback and a team that had only won 3 games
to the playoffs
and won the first game in the playoff against an experienced coach. Well, not that he only had 2 more years over, but still, that you don't do that. You don't do that, and then even win coach of the year. Come on.
Yeah, that's disastrous. But let's check out a couple key stats.
But anyway.
So we can look at time of possession. The Browns won that. The Browns had more first downs or less first downs? Less first downs. That was
17-18.
Yeah, 17-18. So 297 yards to the Jags, 323.
Stats don't really favor the Browns. It favor the Jags. But
yeah.
Our defense kept them out there a while. I mean, we had a time of possession. Because you were dinking and dunking.
Yeah, we had definitely
running the ball.
But yards per play, Jacksonville owned that.
They ran that better. They were better.
We just had more total plays. But outside of penalties, we had a lot of penalties.
Well,
too,
the second half, the Jaguars on the second half.
for sure.
The first half, but that's because the lack of execution on the Browns in the second half and all the penalties. Now we won the penalty battle. We doubled the.
So we're gonna look at Deshaun Watson's stats. If you're watching it on other platforms, you'll be able to see it on the screen. If you're watching it here, you probably won't. So Deshaun Watson, 22 completions, 34 attempts.
Nice completion attempt there.
Yeah, 64% total, 186 yards.
How many drops though? Then you're talking about
Amari Cooper was the guy that dropped the money ball.
He would have nearly, without the drops, he would have nearly had 30 completions.
He would have had 20 yards, over 20 yards.
And he would have nearly 30 completions out of
Just look how many. Amari Cooper was open 7 yards. You can see it. It was a 7-yard gap.
A touch pass.
And he drops it. That's a touchdown.
3 passes.
That's a touchdown pass.
Yeah, that's right. He dropped that one too. Dropped a touchdown pass. 3 passes. Yeah. And that's your star receiver.
And we gave him money. We gave him money.
He's still a good receiver now. We just gotta find out what's going on. Get him back on focus. That's it.
I don't know. You know what's going on? He got the 20 million he wanted. That's what's going on.
It's possible, but then again, he's a better.
So let's talk about the Browns offense.
Yeah.
What do you rate this offense this past Sunday?
I give it a B.
A B?
Yeah. It improved. And you can see no turnovers.
They ran the ball.
And didn't have a lot of pass yards, but didn't need to.
The run made up for it.
But the second half, lack of execution. But maybe a B minus. I think I'm gonna go with B minus because of the penalties.
B minus.
I'm gonna give him B minus because of the penalties.
Yeah, I agree with you. I give him about a B minus just because we looked at solid in the first half. Second half,
we 16-3. We would have blown them out if we had just caught the ball. We had not had the penalties. We'd have blown them out.
We had the momentum too.
They couldn't do nothing.
That one pass play that Amari Cooper dropped, that would have shut the door.
That would shut the door. Yeah, it would have been no sense for them to continue to play.
Nah, that was it. That was touchdown.
To play their starting or what's his name anymore, and they could go on and just
close it up.
Yeah, yeah, because it was over.
So, what did you think about Deshaun's play? What's his grade?
Oh, I gotta give Deshaun an A.
An A?
I'm gonna give him an A.
I'm gonna give him a B. I'm gonna give Deshaun a B. Only reason I give him a B is, and I ain't blaming it on him, but it's like,
well, I'm gonna say A minus.
I'm gonna go back to the Stefanski.
I'm gonna give him A.
Stefanski bootleg play.
I'm gonna give him B plus.
I'm audibling out of that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm
audibling out of that and give me a tailback and me running this.
Well, I thought about that too. So I'm gonna give him a B plus.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a B.
Plus. I mean, because a B.
I'm not about to run this ball. I'm not about to do a bootleg and cost the game. I'm not. And Stefanski, I just don't understand. Like, if you want to win this game completely with no mess ups, you got 3 backs. You got 3 running backs that can run the ball.
Yeah.
3 of them.
3.
Just run the ball.
Just run the ball.
Straight ahead. That's it.
Yeah.
That was almost an interception. Fumble. That was like a fumble on me.
That would have been disastrous.
Bucky's hand went like this.
That was almost disastrous. He could have hurt his arm.
Man.
He could have hurt his hand. And then he lost the ball, and they got the ball. Yeah. He could have been hurt, and we lost it, and they took the lead.
So do you think the game plan Sunday was quick execution throws? Because it seemed like they got rid of the ball faster.
Yeah, I think it's going to be that way this week too. It's going to be that same type of game.
We at home, so they have to be convincing at home. They can't lose. They can't win by 3. They can't win by 1. It has to be like 10 points or more because of that first game at home.
Open it up in the second half, but we gotta knock the Giants out. First half, control it the first half. The second half, maybe open it up.
Just destroy it.
Yeah, open it up. Because the main thing is you You got to take a page out of Tomlin's book. You don't need to win this game to shine. You don't need to win this game, offense. All you need to do is control it, take advantage. Like we had the ball at the 50, what was it, 35, 45-yard line, and we didn't move it because of the penalties. So let's get more execute more and more discipline, and the Browns will be all right coming into these first couple of games, several games, before we get into the juggernaut schedule. Because when we get in the juggernaut schedule, we need to have all this discipline issues and this lack of focus.
Well, once you get into that part of the schedule, you got to remember that Nick Chubb will be back.
Yeah, well, that's why we need to have it all together by the time Chubb comes.
And our line will be back too.
And the line will be healthy. So
do what you got to do.
We got to just get the win. That's all Tomlin's doing. Tomlin, he didn't even throw for 120 yards as quarterback. He relied on his defense
and running the ball.
We got the same thing. We got the best line in football. Run the dang ball. We see it.
Let's be realistically. We know the Steelers ain't got no offense. Let's be realistic. They have no offense, right? But they know how to win. They cheat the system on running the ball, running that clock out.
They know who they are, and they got a coach who's been there 18 years. He knows he's been in this position.
He ain't gonna do nothing. He putting his players in the best position to win.
That's right. He knows how to win. He's been there 18 years. Ain't like
no losing season.
Ain't been there 4 years. He's had consistent quarterback play most of the time.
No losing season.
And his formula is run the ball and get a big quarterback and let his quarterback make some plays.
Just manage the game.
Manage the game and win it with his defense. That's right.
That's only gonna get you but so far. But at least you have a chance to win.
You got a chance to win. We ain't seen winning. We win one season up. Don't win for another 10, 20 years. Then we win another
The problem
season.
is
we think we were right and we haven't.
The problem is inconsistent execution. Like you said, you have to execute these plays, the correct plays, not the dumb plays. Some calls you're not going to execute.
There's no coincidence why Pittsburgh has a winning program. You've had only 3 coaches, 1 ownership,
and that's it.
That's it. So you got consistently. That's like man got married 10 times and wonder why his children are a bunch of mess. Because your house is a mess.
Well, think about Baltimore the same way.
Same thing.
Don't he have two coaches?
2 coaches since they became the Ravens. Right?
That's it.
And they haven't had that many quarterbacks either.
No. But guess what? They in the basement.
In the basement. but you know we can't rely on that. We gotta go and do what we need to do. So
right.
I think that's.
Oh, you know what? The kitty cat's in the basement too.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry about that, it's kitty cat.
Well, look, they done that dumb coach. He gave up his backfield. He's gonna soon his wide receivers are almost gone. You gave up your 3rd best wide receiver. You didn't want to sign Higgins, and he's not there. And then Chase, in the midst of this, he wants more money.
He wants a new contract.
He's not thinking about, you know what? I need to keep my partner Higgins with me. Or I need to keep my boy with me.
Nah.
Let's keep everybody together. He just wants money. And now you're losing. He starts talking about, well, we lost 2 last year. We're going to get it together. Are you kidding? Mixon over there is tearing it up with the Texans.
Yeah.
So, you got to have consistency in your team.
Definitely got to have consistency. And once again, y'all, if y'all checking it out right here, not here, but up there, y'all can go to YouTube and go to JB Legacy Films, and then you can see all the words, advertisements, information on the screen.
Now, so the Browns are smart and paid Nick Chubb.
Why wouldn't you?
You've been crazy to let Nick Chubb go.
Yeah, because Steelers was waiting for him.
That's right. And you see what Mixon did. Mixon goes over to Texans and Stroud. Man, he's got weapons galore.
But let's talk about the Browns defense. All right. So yesterday, the defense started off very well.
It
did. We should have had more sacks, I would say.
Well,
but we had a lot of pressure. So
yeah, we had a lot of pressure. But we only had 7 hits on the quarterback. 7 hits.
Myles Garrett, I expected a little bit more from him.
They said Myles was being held all game. I want to go back and take a look and see.
Held.
Yeah, they said they were tackling and holding.
Held.
That's what they said on the radio. Myles has been held and tackled all game, and the rest were not calling it. and that's why Myles Garrett was.
So let me ask you this
do all he
question.
did.
And I like Myles Garrett and I like Deshaun Watson. But it just seems like they make excuses for everybody else but Deshaun Watson.
Right.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that was just me.
No, they make it
So
for everybody.
Miles just can't play boo-boo for one day. I'm just saying, I'm just being real. He just can't play bad for one. Because we see him play inconsistent before.
Yeah.
He's one of the best defensive ends in the game.
They justified it. They said, well, he didn't really jump off sides. He
didn't jump off sides.
Yeah.
You jump off sides every game. I don't understand.
And then the rest of them follow. But he jumps off sides. The other defensive end jumps off sides. Then the defensive tackle looking at the ball right there on 2nd and 18. We can get to that later, but how do you jump offside on 2nd and 18? What you trying to rush for?
You don't need to.
You don't need to.
Just look at the ball.
Look at the ball.
Go. You ain't gotta try to beat no
you
snap count.
You ain't gotta try to beat them on the snap count. It's not even
as soon as that center move, it's a false start if you don't hike the ball off.
But almost every time Miles jumps off, they end up getting an extra possession. And that happened again. And the same thing with the defensive tackle, he jumps off, and they go down and score. But the defense got to fix that stuff, jumping off sides. That's Stefanski's not.
But I did notice one thing about the Jags quarterback. I did notice one thing about him. He stares too much at zero, too much. Remember he was doing that
Zero Blitz.
No, zero. The guy from the Bills, the receiver from the Bills.
Was Gabe Davis?
Yeah, number 0.
He knocked him out the game.
Right, but I'm saying beforehand, he kept staring him down too hard. He kept throwing the ball to him too much. And that was the problem last year with Ridley. He kept trying to throw the ball to try to force the issue.
Well, what's his name is he's a good young quarterback, but lack of receivers.
Man, you got Kirk. You got a bunch.
He lost Ingram.
But you got Kirk. You got the rookie. You got pieces there.
Kirk, we shut Kirk down.
He didn't even throw it to Kirk.
No,
but dude, he threw it to him in the end zone at the end of the game.
We shut Kirk down. We let their tight end again get us, except for that one play. No, he got it. Didn't he get us down? Who got the
tight end was eating.
Yeah, he was eating, just like Ingram was eating.
The tight end was eating.
So like they were Ingram ate last year, and then this new tight end ate. And but that pass play shouldn't have happened.
A lot of the pass plays.
Getting another chunk pass play, we got burnt in the secondary.
Most definitely, it was next.
But I think that was 1-on-1 with Newsom.
Yeah,
Thompson.
Thomas. That was Gabe Davis.
Was that Gabe Davis that beat Newsom?
Was it?
I thought it was Thomas.
It was Thomas.
Thomas Jr.
Yeah. It was the rookie.
Yeah.
It was the rookie because he burnt him. He hit him with one of those.
Yeah.
Got him.
Now we saw Newsom that happened in the playoffs with Texans. They burnt him all day.
Yeah, that was crazy.
But so they've been having Ward on a play count.
So what do you grade the Browns defense? What you got the Browns defense at? Grading wise.
I'm gonna give him a B.
A B?
I'm gonna give him a B minus.
B minus.
Yeah, because they started off. They held him to 50 yards in the first half, and then in the second half they gave up 140 because he finished with 196, I think it was. So they let him get in the way in the second half. I mean, you get that chunk play, and they push him down to like at 150.
150,
Yeah. The good defense is to hold people to 150. So and then we nearly gave him a 90-yard drive.
And that was ridiculous.
But that had a bunch of penalties on it. And that's another thing. The defense is undisciplined with these penalties.
They are.
As well as the offense is well, you know what? We should have. Well, we did get beat back. So that is on both sides. When you get 10 penalties for 100 yards, either the refs are targeting you or
you're gonna get
you're
guaranteed to get an unsportsmanlike conduct somewhere down the line.
Yeah.
It just seems like that every game somebody gonna get an unsportsmanlike conduct.
We've seen this 10, 12 penalty stuff. We saw that with Kitchens.
It's too much.
And you're supposed to be coach of the year. How you people getting 10 penalties?
I don't like the
on
NFL.
simple flag.
They call too much illegal shift. They call that too much in NFL now.
But so what he did was what I think it was what's
More.
More went in motion, and then went and did a 360 and came back around back in motion. So it's like, did he?
They said he wasn't set.
Well, he went like this and then he went like this. So did he forget? Oh, I wasn't supposed to do that, and then he came back and did the right motion.
I see cats do that all the time. I see players do that all the time.
I mean, we know.
I see like they'll go over here and then they'll come back and then they toss it to him.
So the refereeing in the NFL is objective.
It depends on who you are.
It depends on what they see, what they want, and
just think about it. Baltimore, the first game. Remember, they called like 10 of those.
Yeah.
They said the guy one lined up on the line, a scrimmage.
Yeah.
They called the same guy. They kept Staley. They kept saying,
yeah,
illegal procedure, illegal procedure, illegal procedure.
Yeah.
He wasn't lined up on. Like,
I mean, that's a lot of flags. They threw a lot of flags.
So what can he check with the referee? Am I lined up? I mean, because the receiver do it.
Yeah, you should be able to do that.
The receiver do it all the time, right?
Up, yeah.
He's like, I'm good.
Am I good? I'm lined up.
Because the receiver never really gets that unless they don't ask the receiver. I mean, unless they don't ask the referee.
Right.
Then you see they toss the flag out. But 9 times out of 10, the receiver don't get called for that because they check in. They said, I'm good. And if the referee say, yeah, he can't throw a flag.
But I mean, I get it. It's you can't call every dang thing you see because the game will take all day.
Definitely a holding. You can't call every single holding.
Especially now since they are able to put their hands underneath the pads and a little bit around the choke. They can't have it supposedly now.
They can't be like this.
Yeah.
But they can be like this.
You can be like,
yeah.
But when you used to not be able to use your hands, period, you just couldn't use your hands.
Yeah, that was crazy. You had to push somebody down.
You could push but you had to keep your hands closed. So why don't you just go back to closing the hands and say no hands?
Man, this league is based upon because they wanted all offense, right? That's what they wanted. But now
the refs control the league.
Yeah.
They dictate the outcome of the game.
They do.
I mean, because they can call a pass interference, not pass interference. So they're now the cornerbacks and wide receivers and safeties allowed to fight with their hands, but you can't turn them now. Okay, but you can put your hand behind him and on his waist. So
it's so many different little rules, man. It's like
it's not subjective.
What are we grading this upon? Like what makes it a pass interference now? That's what we're trying to find out. What makes it a holding? Now we know this a holding if you grabbing this jersey like that.
We see them blatantly grab somebody's jersey.
Yeah.
They don't call it. Or we see what is this? How can you push the lineman behind his back now? The offensive lineman can push the defensive lineman in his back and push him up. His back is turned. Isn't that clipping?
Man, they not supposed to touch. You're not supposed to push nobody on their back.
Nah. You see it left and right on TV.
They said you got to hit them in the front numbers. You can't. I don't think you're supposed to hit them on the side.
No, you ain't supposed to.
That's blind. That's a blind spot.
You ain't supposed to be at that now. I mean, it's just like they just call one play and they don't call a play, and then depending on the team who you are, But anyway.
But let's talk about the special teams. Borquez should get MVP.
Man, Borquez should be definitely play the game.
That it landed on the 1 yard line and bounced forward out of bounds.
Out of the 2, yeah.
It didn't go backwards. It bounced.
That saved the Browns.
That is clutch.
That saved the Browns right there.
That was a safety. That led to the safety.
Yeah, that led to the safety.
That was game over.
That was game over.
At that point.
Yeah.
So special teams get an A all day.
For sure.
Without that play, they wouldn't even win the game.
We ain't missing any extra points. They didn't let any punts go.
Nobody returned it for 28 yards and 58 yards or touchdown.
They handled their business, yeah, for sure.
So let's talk about what are your thoughts on the game overall?
They won. They did what they had to do. They won. I thought when it was like at 16-3 at the half, it was like, okay, we're gonna cruise through. But when they nearly went that 90 yards, it's like, this is gonna be a problem. And I agree. Please don't slip through, because I didn't want to go through a whole week of Deshaun's gotta go. It's all on Deshaun. But we know what it is. It's the Browns. It's the Browns franchise. Period. You fix this franchise to get consistent and get dedicated to your players and dedicated to your coaching staff and to the system, like the winning programs. Then this legacy will be back. But if we continue always want to get rid of this player, want to get rid of that player, and get rid of this coach, get rid of that coach, it ain't gonna go nowhere. So I'm like, let's stop hating on the Browns. Let's enjoy them. Give them a chance. Let's get used to a coach. Let's get used to players. Let's get used to quarterback. I mean, you can complain about Deshaun all you want, but Deshaun is one of the best quarterbacks that you ever brought in here since 1999.
Well, let's say it like this. Let's say Deshaun gets his 2 tackles back, right?
Yeah.
We get Nick Chubb back healthy.
Yeah.
Then you can judge him.
You can judge. But even then,
I'm saying, then you can say there's no way you should not look at least decent.
But look at the quarterbacks that we've had. We drafted, we've signed.
But I'm just saying.
This is the best quarterback you've ever signed.
I'm just saying in general, he has a healthy team now.
Yes.
So therefore, there's no excuses.
No, won't be no excuses. And if the fans leave him alone, just let him have the season, play ball. But if the line's messed up and all that, then you can determine, okay, can you go out there? But we already said, there's no one going to play good quarterback if the line can't protect you.
Nobody.
No one's going to play good quarterback.
Tom Brady.
If the coach is not going to call good plays.
Patrick Mahomes.
And if no one's going to play good quarterback, if they don't design a system around what you do well. And right now, we need to protect Deshaun. This is the best quarterback we've had. Regardless, he ain't done nothing since he'd be here. He's only been here 3 years.
But let's be realistically, though. Last season, he was 5-1.
He was 5-1.
Right?
5-1.
I think he was like, what, 3-4 or something like that?
He was 3-3.
3-3 the year before.
The year before.
Okay.
500.
Okay. So if he's 5-1 before the injury happened, 3-3 before the end, I don't understand. What are you complaining about? We have not had that quarterback play at all other than you complaining about the $200 million.
That's
what you're
and
complaining
he's African American making too. Like I said, the only better quarterback has been Hoyer. And then they got rid of Hoyer at 7-4.
Yeah, I don't get it.
But I mean, so even if you look at all the laurels and what he did at Houston, you never had anybody the caliber of Deshaun Jackson Watson play quarterback here in Cleveland since 1999.
Well, look, real quick, do you think the Browns will win their division?
No, but I don't think we have to.
I don't think we'll win, but I think we'll get into the playoffs.
I think we'll be in the playoffs. The main thing, let's get in the playoffs healthy, and will we wreak havoc in the playoffs?
Yeah, Bill dislocated his hip. That's what happened to him yesterday.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he had a hip dislocation.
Well, the funny thing was before that, this week they said they had cut Bell.
He's back.
And then they signed him before, and he comes in to make. I didn't understand it in the first place, but
dislocated his hip.
So Bell's out for the season.
We knew something was wrong when he said,
"Yeah,
go get him."
So now we can bring Woods in.
You can bring in somebody. You can bring in a couple people.
We got guys on the practice squad.
Yeah.
Woods is healthy. Bring in Woods. You got Darden. Bring in Darden. And let's see what
Tony. You can bring in Tony in. That's speed.
It's speed. We know he can't count on him to catch the ball all the time.
Yeah, he's inconsistent.
He's very inconsistent, but
yeah, Kadarius is fast.
Bring him in. You got somebody to take off the top. Yep, along with and he's bigger, big wide receiver. So let's see what they can do. They should be able to open it up against the Giants.
All right. So speaking of the Giants, let's talk about the Browns versus the Giants. This is at home. Let's see if we can get some predictions. I know the last prediction we had, I forgot to bring it with me. But
I think I had 28-24.
We both said the Browns was going to win.
We didn't think it was going to be that much of a defensive struggle.
Nah. I think I said 23-20 or something. I think I had it close because I didn't trust the Browns line and I didn't trust Stefanski. All right, so we'll do it right here. Cleveland and the Giants. So give me your breakdown and your points. Your breakdown on what you think gonna happen and the score between the two.
Yeah, we got 16 last game. Last time we played home.
Giants defense ain't good.
How many points did we score against Dallas at home?
Not that many. It was under 20, wasn't it?
It was under 20.
I can't.
I'm gonna say
With
23-10.
With the Giants defense looking like trash can.
23-10.
23-10. Bruce. All right.
We ain't scored a lot of points.
I think that first game at home with Dallas taught us a lesson. We went in there like we was going to automatically win the game. And you know the NFL don't work like that.
I don't know about that.
We did. They went in there like they was automatically just go take off.
I think the offense went in there scared because they talked about the offensive line being hurt.
I don't think they went in there scared.
They didn't.
The whole team went in there. They going to the.
What did they do doing preseason wise? They didn't protect the quarterback.
But
he got smacked in preseason.
They in the Muni lot, man. Come on now. You at the Muni lot with the fans. That means you think you gonna automatically win. That's the opinion I get.
Was that the defense or the offense? Because the defense was flying high.
The defense was out there, in the Muni lot.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. The defense was.
But they got smoked too.
Yeah, they did. But they were confident. If anybody was, the defense was confident.
It was confident, but
because all that they listened to all the press clippings about that.
But that he just got that paycheck,
and
so I guess he had to prove.
And he had something to prove. And then they listened to all the press clippings about CeeDee Lamb not being happy, and then he
got paid.
He got paid. So
Dak got paid. CeeDee got paid.
They caught Dallas after they were happy.
Yeah,
everybody got
on
paid,
a quick paycheck.
On a quick paycheck. Yeah.
So all right, I'm gonna give you my prediction. Browns defense is better than the Giants. Browns offense better than the Giants. I see Daniel Jones.
Better coach too.
Yeah, I guess.
Finally.
Yeah. So we'll say this, that I see 2 turnovers for sure.
We had 0 last week.
I see 2 of them coming. I think they coming this week. I think after that beat down by the Giants, Cleveland rebounds. We'll win 27-13.
So now look, if the Browns whip the Giants in the first half,
27-13, y'all heard it from me.
And if the Giants are looking at being 0-3, the Giants might as well tank. So there'd be nothing really for the Giants to play for. If the Browns can take their hearts away by halftime, it'll be blowout.
I think it might be a good first series in the game, and then after that, it's gonna go left because the Giants just don't have it in them.
So you got 13-10?
No, 27-13.
27-13. Okay. Yeah. 27-13. Yeah, I think it's gonna be around that. Yeah.
I think the Giants might get some field goals. That's it. Maybe a touchdown, if that.
I don't know. I think is Daniel Jones to the quarterback?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, Neighbors got a touchdown Sunday, so he's the only weapon we got to worry about.
He basically got one receiver.
That's it.
Neighbors.
Half a running back.
You don't have a running back.
Half of a running back.
You don't have a tight end. Yeah. Jones will be running for his life.
It's pretty much a wrap for that.
Jeremiah Koromora was the leading tackle,
and he showed up this game.
And
he showed up this game though.
Him and Delpit.
Yeah, but we said we're at JOK the first game. We didn't see him the first game, so he stepped up this game.
So him and Delpit, if Jones is think he's gonna take off, Koromora will be waiting for him.
Yeah, we ready, man. I believe we ready this week. This will put us at 2-1, and we can go from there. I think we'll win this week.
We can go on that 3-run run.
Yeah, we got another sorry team next week.
Yeah,
so that give us another one. And you know who
Vegas is gonna be a little interesting.
No, Vegas is gonna be a hard game.
It depends on how.
No, it's gonna be hard.
It depends on if Minshew is gonna be the quarterback.
It's gonna be a hard game. Anytime we go to the West Coast, it's a hard game.
If Minshew is healthy, because somebody can knock him out the game by that point.
Man, quote my words, this is gonna be a difficult game. We thought the same thing against the Chargers. We went there and looked like straight trash.
Well, it ain't never easy when we go to the West Coast.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
This team has been so bad. It ain't one on the West Coast either. Yeah, we ain't even on the East Coast.
We can't even beat Denver. I'm just saying, we struggle against Denver.
We struggle against Denver when they didn't have a good
They
quarterback.
don't have nobody.
So, but we struggle against everybody. Let's be honest.
The West Coast, though, definitely. I'm saying every time we make that West Coast trip, we just don't win.
We ain't been winning already at all. So,
we better win at home.
That's
all we can say is win at home. You already lost one game at home.
The Hoyer and Bakery showed up. Then we started winning.
Yeah. That's a whole different take. Well, let's talk about fantasy football real quick. Just real quick. These numbers of these fantasy footballs is terrible. I mean, you got kickers scoring more than the running backs. You got inconsistency with the players. McCaffrey ain't playing. Yesterday, the Vikings, Jefferson is out.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so there's another one. But I feel for my fantasy gurus, my football fantasy gurus, man. It's hard. It's very hard out here, man. You try to hit that waiver wire, you can't find nobody. It's terrible. But anyway, let's get back to reality. We both think that the Browns will beat the Giants convincingly. Deshaun should have a good game.
Yeah, I think it'll be his breakout game.
And then they can stop booing him. Stop talking about him.
Yeah.
We know he ain't the perfect quarterback. We got that. We know that. But come on, man. When Baker Mayfield, and I had to bring this up, when Baker Mayfield had weapons, had the line, you seen what we got. You seen what happened. It was a possibility he was going to win, and definitely a possibility he was going to lose. He definitely wasn't going to win you the big games, but he'll win you some of the little small ones. And just think about it. That Odell beef was crazy, man.
Yeah.
Cost us 2 players, basically. But hey, at the end of the day, it is what it is. We got to be in the hunt for another receiver, man, because Judy is okay, but he ain't that guy.
Judy had a good game.
I'm saying but he's not that guy. He's not that guy yet.
Cooper's the guy. Cooper will come through.
You can't drop wide open. That's too wide open.
Cooper will be a free agent, so he got to perform. Or ain't nobody gonna be calling.
Nobody's gonna call him.
So he'll get it together.
I hope. We hope for the better.
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously, I don't think it's contract. There's something going on in his life, personal life. It's not just necessarily football, and he'll get it together.
We'll pray. We'll pray that he gets this together. Because it's a mess and him dropping the ball.
We're all dropping the ball. So, yeah, he'll get it together. It's obviously something personal.
Yeah, we hope so.
In his life, he'll get it together.
All right, so before we conclude, you got anything extra you need to say or you want to say to our our watchers, listeners, fans, supporters, not fans, supporters?
Like we said last week, we got some stuff happening coming out, so keep supporting us. Look out for it. And it's going to cover everybody from grandma to the babies. Something good. Yeah, we do. We got a nice, important project. And I forgot, I'm sorry, y'all, too, at the beginning of the show. And my apologies. Again, in the beginning of the show, we forgot one thing. Christina Blom Shell Entertainment. We sending prayers out to her. Host.
Yeah.
Co-host.
Yep. So we sending prayers out to her again for her personal matter. I know she's been on social media keeping everybody up to date on what's going on with her. So like I said, sending prayers and energy out to her, and hopefully she can get back to the radio show soon. Whenever she get a speedy recovery. There's no rush, and we just hope that everything works out for her.
Oh, I forgot. Congratulations you on your nonprofit. So now we got 2 nonprofits.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. So we got Real Opportunity Bridge Foundation, which is for the actual film industry with reentry, kids, adults, and teaching financial literacy for the purpose, and you'll be able to learn how to operate the film equipment and whatever else there is for the different programs that we'll have coming. So we want to build something for Ohio that people would like, for sure. So that's pretty much it. And and one last thing for those who are on the actual app or social media sites. We got the movie trailer draft party for the cast and crew and for the public for Common Creed Trafficking today at 6 p.m. at Beechwood Truck Park. That's Beechwood Truck Park at 24619 Chagrin Boulevard. That's 24619 Chagrin Boulevard. At the truck stop, you see those food trucks outside. Go inside. We upstairs. We got raffles. We got everything going on, and we're gonna show the official trailer to Common Creed Trafficking. And if you miss it, if you missed the event, it'll be premiering sometime this week. We'll let you know. You can go to jblegacyfilms.com. That's jblegacyfilms.com or tegmedia.org. Check that out. Today, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. we'll be there. All right. Hopefully, we'll see y'all there. If we don't, like I said, it'll be premiering sometime this week on YouTube and probably on the website later on. So we'll go from there. That's all we got to say. And special shout outs to everybody who supported us. Again, day one, don't want to leave out nobody names. Don't want to miss nobody, because I know people want their credit and they like to be talked and said their names and all that kind of stuff. But we thank everybody for tuning in. So don't forget, tonight, 6 p.m., Beechwood Truck Park, 6 p.m. upstairs. Check out that Common Creed Trafficking movie trailer. The trailer, not the movie, but the movie trailer premiere.
What the movie's about.
Yeah, you'll see the trailer tonight. All right. So we good? Anything else we got to say or anything we need to express?
Good.
All right, y'all. Well, y'all be safe. We'll be back at 7 o'clock next Monday at our regular time. We just know we had to do this premiere, so that's why we did this special show the day before. All right, see y'all at the Beechwood Truck Park.
Peace.